Hey y'all, I'm Craig with the Bickums, or on our Facebook, I have a Cooking with Craig from Small Town Wreath Shop group. Thank y'all for coming to join me today. Y'all, we're gonna be cooking a super simple taco soup. It's basically throw it all in a pot after you brown your ground meat and your veggies and stuff, y'all. And it's easy to put together, not hard at all. Makes a big pot of taco soup. It's actually pretty good, y'all. So let's get started. We have got some ground meat. This is the 8812. We used to get the 9010, and I think they kind of quit carrying it. Now that's a big thing of hamburger meat. We're not going to use all of this. We're going to use half, and we're going to freeze the other half. So it's about 2 pounds of meat. This is almost 4 pounds, 3.98. So right at 4 pounds. So we're going to use 2 pounds of ground meat. And we're just going to be browning that. And I'm going to go ahead and brown it down with my veggies. All right, let's get the camera down, y'all. Let's get cut that heat down a little bit. We got 1 large yellow onion that we're gonna be dicing up. So just dice it up. Take your time, don't cut yourself. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just some, nice chunks. That's all you need. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna brown it with the onions in there. We're gonna kind of get all of our veggies in and let some of that liquid cook down. Onion everywhere. Get all your veggies chopped up. Let's go in the pot with what you got. Onions, it's basically onions, peppers. I'm going to use what we call down the Holy Trinity. Down here they call it the Holy Trinity. It's a seasoning blend bag, y'all. It's a frozen seasoning blend from Pick Sweets. You can find this at your local grocery stores, or Walmart, wherever. 1 bag of that. Cut that bag open. This is not a real big bag, so we're going to use it all. This is onions, peppers. It's got some parsley, little celery. It's just a little mixture of vegetables. And we're gonna be going in with the pope. I'm gonna stop y'all. So we're gonna be going in with the pope, y'all. Minced garlic. Minced garlic, big spoon. I'm gonna kind of let it drain a little bit. Big spoon of minced garlic. And that's gonna be good. We're gonna just let that brown up. Brown it down till your meat's done. Your veggies are good and tender. And then we'll be ready to start mixing in all of our other stuff. Which is, we're gonna have, there's a can of, these are, all right, we're gonna be putting in a can of diced tomatoes. Just use whatever brand you like, y'all. We're gonna be doing more than one. We're gonna do some, this is just an off-brand. This is all Walmart brand, petite diced tomatoes. Rotel, use the Rotel if you want to. Tomato paste. Tomato sauce. Once she gets back, I was actually out of tomato sauce. We're gonna be putting a can of black beans, drained. Dark red kidney beans, drained. You can use pinto beans or your navy beans. Doesn't matter. Probably only gonna use one of those, so we're gonna do 3 cans of beans, 1 can of corn. This is the large can because it's what we have. We're gonna drain it, and that's going in there. All right, while we're browning up, we're still browning up the ground meat, onions, our seasoning blend. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stick in some beef bouillon cubes because I want it rich. I like to, you can use the better than bouillon if you want, but I'm going in with 5 of these. So we're gonna put 5 of those in real quick. Let them start dissolving down. So put 5 of the beef bouillon. Got those in. And I'm gonna measure out my seasoning, y'all. That way y'all can kind of see what I'm doing here. All right, so we're gonna be doing a tablespoon. So we're gonna do a tablespoon of granulated onion. And I'm just gonna mix it all, put it all in a bowl. Everything's getting, this is just granulated onion. Getting kind of stiff, kind of chunked up. And it doesn't matter, y'all. It's just got the humidity down here in the south gets to everything and it gets all stuck. Oh wait, that's some old one. That's two of them. I need my garlic. I might be out of just my onion. I actually need to combine those. Let me get my garlic. All right, so we got garlic, granulated garlic, tablespoon of granulated garlic. We got about a tablespoon of black pepper. Maybe not quite a tablespoon. Yeah, not quite a whole tablespoon of black pepper. I'm gonna add a little bit of, I'm just using the tablespoon. I'm gonna use about a half a tablespoon of salt. Maybe not quite a half. Since we're adding all the bouillon cubes and everything, I'm not gonna measure the cayenne pepper, y'all. Put this if you want it with a little kick, little heat. Just put it in the palm of your hand. About 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. That's all it needs. Doesn't need any more than that. Don't put it if you don't want that extra heat. Now I'm gonna let this this meat and these onions cook down, and I'm gonna cook the liquid out of it. I'm not gonna drain them. I'm gonna just let it sit here and cook until there's almost no liquid left. And that's why I've got it up on high heat. This cast iron gets really hot and it will cook it out. It takes a little bit to do it, but just cook it out instead of, if you need to drain it, then go ahead and get it out and drain it. But like I said, this is almost 90-10, it's 88-12. It will not have a lot of fluid, it's just getting fluid from the veggies. So now we've got our little seasoning together. When I get ready to dump that in there, I will be using 2 packets of taco seasoning, plus I have a whole container of taco seasoning. I just like to use 2 packets, then I add some more to get the taco flavor that I want. 1 packet of ranch powder. You can get I have some in the container too, but I saw this 1 pack, so I'm gonna use it. When this gets done, we're gonna start putting in all of our canned stuff. I'm gonna start opening it up. Handy dandy pampered shelf. I'll try to leave any links in the description below to the stuff that I'm using that I like. One of the good things, I can't use it on this one, y'all. One of my tricks, I have to use the regular one. On my tomato paste is I open the top and open the bottom, and then I take and I just like a push pop. I just push the bottom all the way through and push all of the paste out, and then I get the top off and then I throw it away. That's the way it works. But the beans, we're going to get everything open and drained. So this, I don't know if y'all can see, this one you just put it on there and you turn it, and it actually opens, and then you turn it backwards to get it off. And then you can use, it's got a little, like a little teeth on the side right there. You just grab it on the side and you twist. And it takes it off, and it's smooth. It doesn't, it won't cut you. It kind of just, it doesn't cut it. It just scores the side of it, and that's just the way it does. Now we're going to be draining all of this. We'll drain every bit of it. So it kind of turns backwards a little bit, and then you get it started, and you go around, and it actually scores the side. And it's kind of weird the way it works, but it works pretty good. If you haven't tried it. You see, it pulls the whole thing out from the inside. So there's nothing to cut you. It's pretty neat. If you haven't checked it out, from Pampered Shelf, y'all. All right. We've got the corn and the beans. I decided to use all 4 beans, y'all. So we did use the red kidney beans, the navy beans or white beans, pinto beans, and the black beans, and the can of corn. We're gonna start doing the rest of it. So we got tomato sauce. Almost all the juice is gone, y'all. I mean, there's like hardly no juice left in the hamburger meat. So now I got one more can to open since my wife just got back with the tomato sauce. So now we can start putting everything in. So we're gonna go in with that can of tomato sauce. Cut the heat down a little bit. You don't want to start sticking. So 1 can of tomato sauce. This is a 15-ounce can. Now, remember, I've got to open my tomato paste with my regular one so I can show y'all. So I cut the top on the tomato paste. It don't quite work as good as and cut it all the way around and just leave it. Just leave it cut. Flip it over. It ain't gonna spill out because you know tomato paste is thick. And cut the bottom. But you got to use a regular can opener. Cut it all the way off. That's the last thing I'm gonna cut with that. All right, so now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start pushing just like a push pop from the bottom. Just start pushing slow, and you're gonna start seeing it come out. Take and get your bottom off. Don't cut yourself. Go in the trash. Get over your meat and just push through. Get close so that you stand up. You just push it all the way through. Let it fall in. And then there you go. And you got your top. Easy peasy, y'all. Easy peasy. I don't think I need the can open anything else. All right, so now we're just I am gonna drain the diced tomatoes real quick. All right, so we're going in. We got the tomato sauce. This is the Rotel. You know, even though it's the cheaper brand. This is just some petite diced tomatoes. So we're gonna go in with that. These don't have to be drained. They're not like the Rotel. You start putting in all your seasonings. Everything that we had measured. That's your onion, granulated garlic, black pepper, salt. I am going to go in with a little bit of paprika that I didn't measure. So we're gonna probably go in with a tablespoon of paprika. So I'm just gonna measure that one in my hand. So about a tablespoon of paprika. We're gonna go in with some dried parsley flakes. A couple tablespoons of that, y'all. So there's one. Gives it some good color. 2. Say 2 tablespoons or more. You can put a little more if you want. Of the dried parsley. I'm gonna go ahead and put a big. Y'all know everything sticks down here. So this is my taco seasoning that I just got to kind of break free. And I'm gonna probably do a couple, about the same amount that would be in a packet. So this is probably gonna be close to 2 tablespoons, tablespoon and a half of the taco seasoning, or just use 3 of these if that's all you got, 3 of the packets. Now we're gonna go in with the packets of taco seasoning. And you can tell the difference in the color. I mean, compared to what's in the that bottle. But I like to taste the taco seasoning. I want it to taste as taco soup, so I want it to taste like taco soup. The ranch powder. Whoops, made a mess. Ranch powder. You can start kind of stirring that up. I made a mess here. And I've got to get some fluid. I'm going to get a little bit of fluid. Got 1 15-ounce can of water. So now we're going to get everything start mixing. And then we're going to be adding in the corn and the beans. And make sure we got enough liquid. Just get all your seasoning. It kind of looks a lot. Let me move y'all closer. It looks a lot like spaghetti sauce. A thick spaghetti. Meat sauce, maybe what y'all call it. We call it spaghetti sauce down here. what it looks like anyway, but it's thick. Now remember, it will make more fluid as it cooks. So don't add too much water at the beginning and let it simmer itself down. This is the whole colander of the beans. There's our clock. The beans and the corn that I rinsed. I didn't rinse the corn, I just drained it, but I rinsed all the beans. And now we're gonna start adding in a little bit of that fluid. And it may take this whole can. Not yet. And we're gonna see how runny it gets. And y'all, it makes a really pretty, and it makes a lot, y'all. We usually get to freeze it, have leftovers. You talk about really good on a good cold day. Yeah, we're gonna probably need even more fluid because we got a lot. But it will make fluid as it cooks. So that's 1 15-ounce can. Probably so far, it looks like maybe a can and a half. I'm gonna get another one though, just in case. So I'm gonna pour about another half. Not quite. Yeah, that's about a can and a half, and I'm just gonna leave my water up here. And now you can see how, you know, it is taco soup, y'all. So it's gonna, and I'm not gonna start tasting it until it simmers. It's gonna simmer once I bring it back to a boil. It's gonna simmer for probably about an hour. You can let it cook longer, and it's like everything else. The longer it cooks, the better it gets. Taste it, see if you need to add any more salt, any more pepper, any more seasoning. You can add just for, you know, I like to actually add some of my Cajun seasoning that I like, which is I like the Cajun two-step from Mr. Stale Cracker himself. I'll link his page in, y'all. If you haven't seen him, I'll link his page in at the end. So a little bit of that Cajun two-step in there. And that's it, y'all. That is it. I still think it may need a little fluid later, but we're gonna let it simmer just like it is. And I'll add more liquid in as I need it. That's why, I mean, I like to add those beef bouillon cubes. You can add beef broth if you want. So just get that up to a simmer, to a little boil. Y'all know me, I got to clean up. Whew. Once it gets to a little boil, we're gonna put the lid on it, cut it down to simmer or low for an hour, hour and a half, whatever it takes to get it like we want it. And after that, y'all, so good. I hope you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up if you got some value from the video. I hope you give the recipe a try. Taco soup, made easy, y'all. Stuff you got in your cabinet, it's all you need. Nothing fancy at all. Give it a try. Let us know in the comments if you do try it and if you do like it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel with the Bickums, y'all, to see more of our videos. We try to get them posted out at least once a week, maybe twice a week. We do a lot of stuff. It's not just cooking. You can also follow us on Facebook at Small Town Wreath Shop. We make some beautiful wreaths on our Facebook Lives. Check us out there as well. Follow us on every platform. I'll have links in the description below for sure. So y'all have a wonderful day. Thank y'all again. Bye, everybody.